Coach is going to make an opening statement, and then we'll take some questions. Go ahead, Coach.
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate the New Jersey Generals for playing a great game. Every game that we've played with them, and now that was number 4, has come down really to the last play of the game. And we went into this one thinking that. I mean, that was our mindset. And because of Luis, we were able to keep everything close. And yeah, we would like to convert some of those into touchdowns, but at the same time, you know, points and clock were important to us. Offensively, we were trying to keep things manageable down and distance-wise. We succeeded to some extent there, not as much as we would like. And then defensively, we wanted to tackle at the point of attack and fit the run and contain the quarterback. And I thought we had, you know, good results there. We can be better, you know, but we really were a football team that was in need of a win, and we got it. And the guys focused. They practiced really well all week, and so very proud of them.
How much of a boost does it give not only to get back in the win column, but to do it against a team that you guys have such a history with?
Yeah, well, you know, really, I wouldn't have cared if it, you know, I wouldn't have cared who we played, you know, but it's, you know, with the history, I think we have a good gentleman's rivalry with New Jersey. I really think highly, you know, of them, of Mike Riley, of their coaching staff. They're very similar to our group, and you know, to my staff and how we operate. And so it was, you know, it was pleasing, you know, to get that. And we've evened the series now at 2-2, you know. So we look forward to the next time.
And in case it seemed like they were clamped down a little bit in the red zone, and was there something different that you saw them doing that kind of prevented you guys from punching it all the way in?
You know, I think you know, we had 2 balls that were in receivers' hands with a chance to make a play. You know, we get those 2. It's kind of a different game, but at the same time, they had a good beat on. We were trying to get the ball out quick. You know, we had 2 guys go down on O-line, and that's always tough to, you know. So we were trying to get the ball out, help them as much as possible, and they were doing a good job of tipping balls and getting hands up. As you know, some guys were opening up, and they were kind of, you know, making us try to throw, you know, through their defense a little bit, and they did a really good job on that. And, you know, like Coach said, you know, win's a win, you know, but we had a lot to learn from this stuff. But no turnovers, you know, and we were getting points on drives, and that's what matters.
Better to learn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I would say this, you know, to piggyback off of his comment on the offense, we were one injury away from not having anybody to send in.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't have another guy to send in. That's the way our active roster is only 40, you know, so it was that part of it's scary when that happens. So anyway.
Yeah, I can't imagine. But the defense, you know, that's not a team that usually turns the ball over, and defense gives you a bunch of extra possessions there. Can you speak to just the job that they did in setting you guys up a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I think what was special about the defense this week, you could just feel it on the sideline. They brought the energy the whole game, and I think that's something that we were kind of lacking in those first few. And you could see them, they're flying around making plays. Yes, they gave up a few here and there, you know, big plays, but they rallied around each other and supported each other, and they just kept that high energy, positivity, hard hitting coming through. So it was awesome to see them play a game. And, you know, as an offense, we look at that and we want to play better for them because, you know, we didn't get any touchdowns. Luis held up the whole game for us, but it was awesome to see that. And, you know, we were firing on 2 cylinders, and we're going to get that 3rd one going next week.
And Luis, USFL record, and those weren't chip shots. So just, you know, your concentration and your level of focus throughout the entire game. Can you just speak to kind of the mental fortitude it takes to stay so engaged?
Yes. Just try to be a system kicker. Try to kick every ball like a PAT. Trust the guys that block for me, and it's a team effort. I just kicked the ball, but it takes a snapper, it takes the holder. Devin was new this week, and I trusted him, and he did a really good job. And the guys up front blocked for me, and I love those guys to death, and I know they got my back. And it's it's easy to go out there and just kick and be free when you got a team, when you got a group of guys like the ones in the locker room supporting you, no matter if you make it or miss it. But just trust that the snap, hold, kick, and just treat it all the same.
Was there anything different about that very last kick, going out there and knowing you can win the game for the team?
The answer is no. You don't want it to be different. And I remember when that was going on, I mean, I knew Case was going to get us down there, and our Terry was going to get us down there, because we practice it all the time, and we go way back in college doing the same drills and stuff and game winners. But keeping the same routine, they call timeout. They try to call timeout and go back to the sideline, get your sip of water, and go back and execute just like a PAT. Just every kick's the same. And I will tell you this: my quads were cramped.
Ice up, Louis. Ice up.
And
Jeez.
I kept trying
Jeez.
to, use the Theragun on it, but this is a kicker's dream.
Yeah.
Definitely like one of the best days of my life.
Probably didn't think you were getting that much work.
Yeah. But I'm gonna enjoy it, but I'm ready to put this behind me and get ready back to work tomorrow and get ready for another game week. So
Well, congrats on your forthcoming Special Teams Player of the Week.
thank you.
I think you might get Offensive Player of the Week too. That's gotta be the most points ever, right? Like that's insane.
Louise, obviously, an incredible kick at the end. Your first professional walk-off, I believe, at a professional level. Just take me through that, the emotions, stress your teammates had in you, and just that whole process.
You kind of manifest it. Like, you kind of always want to put yourself like, oh, I'm going to get ready for a game winner, so it doesn't come into like a shock. But it goes back to treating every kick the same. When I was going out there, I was kind of just like, all right, just like a PAT, just follow through and take your breath and get your sip of water. But I have a whole routine and just be a system kicker and just knock it through. At the end of the day, I'm just going to score points and try to make it easy for myself, keep it simple. So.
All right, we'll take a question from Zoom. Oscar?
Thank you very much. To Luis and the coach, the first question, Luis, please in Spanish, en español. We talked a little time ago about your career. It was the championship game the last year here in Mexico and Latin America. Luis, could you say some words to your family in Tucson, in Guadalajara? Algunas palabras en español, Luis, para tu familia en Tucson y en Guadalajara y toda la gente que te sigue. Los fans here in Mexico follow you every week. How are you? This was a great game. Felicidades. And for the coach, could you send a message to all the Maulers in this special day in the United States? Thanks so much. Felicidades, Luis.
Gracias. My Spanish is rough. I haven't been speaking it as much, so I prefer to say it in English so I don't embarrass myself. But I do want to say Happy Mother's Day to my mom. I know she's watching, and I love her to death, and she deserves the world. Shout out to my hometown, Nogales. I have a lot of friends and family there, Chandler, people in Flagstaff. But overall, I'm just really appreciative of all the support system I have, and couldn't do it without my teammates, first and foremost, and the coaches, and just really grateful to be here. And sorry I couldn't say that in Spanish.
And I'd like to say Happy Mother's Day to all the moms, especially the mother of these players that we have. And last year I lost my mom during the season, and I know that somewhere she's got a group cheering for the Stars, and this was a real good win for us, and it was a tough day for me. So I want to thank these guys for making it easier.
All right, any more questions?
Thanks so much. Gracias.
Gracias, Oscar.
All right, thanks everyone.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Coach, I didn't know that.
Yeah, sorry about that. No, yeah, she passed.
Good win on today then.